So the next thing I want to talk about is your email system, or sometimes in Creative Entrepreneur Land, we refer to this as a newsletter. And the bottom line is you need an email system if you don't have one. Options for an email system would include MailChimp, which is always a great place to start out for free. I know a lot of people in the mid-range that use a program called Aweber. I don't have any experience with that personally, but I'm sure there are people in our community that do. And then lastly, there are bigger systems and more robust systems. I use one called Infusionsoft. Ontraport is another one. So there are quite a few resources for you available on that. And we'll include a grid to help you decide which system is best for you. And again, kind of like the one for websites, we'll just continue to add to it as technology changes and information grows. But the bottom line is, you need a newsletter, or you need an email system. You need a program that's going to get you in your customer's inbox. And so that's very important, because in this day and age of social media, posting a blog post is not enough. Sending out a tweet is not enough. Posting an Instagram post is not enough. People need, if you're going to sell a product or a service to people, they need you to come to them, and you can go to them if you are in their inbox. Everywhere else online, you really don't have that much control. Another reason why it's really important is because social media platforms have changed quite frequently in the past year, and the popularity of Twitter is not what it once used to be, even though I still love Twitter and use it personally. But having someone's email address secures the fact that you'll be able to stay in touch with them if Twitter or Facebook or a social media platform goes away. So one thing I would highly recommend is that you focus just as much, if not more, on building your email list as you do your social media followings. And I know that's a little bit counterintuitive to what we see creative entrepreneurs trying to do these days, but I would really encourage you to build your email list and not your social media follower counts. If you're looking to change your bottom line and add revenue, that's a change I would definitely recommend. So other questions that I get asked about email all the time: how consistently do I need to email? And I would say as consistently as possible. It's hard for me personally to email my entire list every week, but I would try to at least do once a month at a bare minimum. That's 12 newsletters a year, so you can probably commit to that no matter what. Another option is you could choose to email out blog posts. So in email systems, there are ways to set up an RSS to email campaign. It basically means that when you write a blog post and press publish, it's also going to email out to your customers at the same time. So if adding a newsletter feels like an overwhelming task on top of already blogging, that might be a method that you want to choose to introduce to be more consistent about getting into your customers or potential customers' inboxes. Okay, so another question: how do I actually build a list? And one thing that you need for that is an email opt-in. And basically, that's just something that someone is going to get for free in exchange for giving you their email address. That could be a coupon for a product off. That could be a coupon for a percentage off a product, or it could be a free coaching session or a get to know you session. If you're a wedding vendor, it could be a free session to discuss your cake, your flowers, your photographer, whatever type of vendor that you are. And it could be a list of tips and tricks, or a free PDF download of some kind. But whatever it is, you're going to want to have an opt-in on your website to get people to sign up. Next question I get on email stuff a lot is, can I just add people to my email list? Absolutely not. That's actually illegal. Most reputable email systems are actually set up to prevent you from being able to mass add people to your email list. But remember that once you get someone's email address, you need to communicate with them what kind of email they're going to expect from you and how often they can expect it from you. So a mistake I made at one point in time was I had people signing up for my email list, but because I wasn't communicating with them consistently, whenever I did email them, they'd forgotten that they signed up for my email list, and I was losing subscribers, and then people were clicking a spam complaint button or something like that, which is really bad. You don't want someone to click the spam button on your email in their inbox. So one thing I've been doing, and you can do too, is double check your email systems to make sure that when you send people a confirmation email that says, hey, you've signed up for my email list, make sure that you tell them how often they're going to receive email from you and what that email is going to be about, just to make sure that they know. So the next thing that's important to note about a newsletter is this. Do you write a newsletter talking about what's going on with you, or do you write a newsletter talking about what's going on with them? And the bottom line is, it is always all about your customer. You're going to connect with your customer better if you talk about the problems that they're experiencing in their